Hello, this is the Yourmish full body workout for September 7th, 2020. In Monday. Things are going to change with the thing. I know, I'm only on cycle 3 and I'm changing things. Things have changed a little bit with my diet. Instead of doing like a 16 or 20 hour fast, I'm doing eating every other day, basically. Hopefully, usually, not today, but today's an eating day, and I've already eaten. But I didn't quite hit the 36-hour mark. I want to make sure I get that 36-hour mark just about every time. All right. Public service announcement right here. Please do not waste your time watching this video unless you have a very specific reason to watch this video. All right, get that out of the way. All right, so a couple changes that are going on. I'll talk more about that, maybe. And basically, I'm addressing this to, right now, I'm addressing all this to future me. I'm not even putting this up. I'm just going to watch it myself, check the counts sometimes. Although, I really haven't watched a lot of my videos myself to check the counts. So, should get on that. No, I'm not going to sit down. I am going to go through what's going on today. Very rudimentary. Okay. Feet are feeling really weird. Actually, yeah, last night they felt really bad. Right around 1 a.m. I decided to get up and get moving, and I got these flip-flops. They're supposed to massage your feet and all that kind of stuff. Yay. I walked around the block 3 miles in those flip-flops, and halfway through, my feet were really hurting. And I remember putting on the flip-flops the first time. I got them for my birthday, 2020, so a few months ago, and I've gotten used to them. They felt kind of weird when I put them on the first time, but anyway, so yeah, I thought this morning, or I thought whatever, when I woke up after going to sleep after that walk, oh yeah, I did actually eat directly after that walk, so that was something. Anyway, so I thought I wouldn't be able to, stand or whatever. I do have definite blisters on there, but good kind of blisters. Hopefully the blisters that lead to, high quality calluses. I've walked around the block before in, some running shoes and cross trainers and my normal shoes that I wear day to day, and I've had no problem. Well, the normal shoes I wear day to day, there was one spot where one toe was rubbing up against the side of the shoe, and that caused a slight blister. But that was just repetitive motion injury, whatever thing. But it was no big deal. It didn't feel like whatever the hell was going on last night. Yeah, at one point I just had to take the flip-flops off and carry them. And even just walking on the concrete and roadway and all that kind of stuff still felt better than putting on the flip-flops. And I went back and forth once or twice, putting them back on and just like, because it just hits the wrong spots. I don't know. Anyway, so that was that. So feeling a little weird, feeling a little drawn out. So still going to do it. Almost decided against doing it, but a couple of the big changes is that with the eating every other day, I'm also going to work out every other day. But it's going to juggle it up. I'm going to switch up the juxtaposition. Some days I'll work out on days I don't eat. Some days I'll work out on days I do eat. Erring on the side of working out more as opposed to always setting it in the rhythm with the eating. So that's going to be something interesting. So basically, I have 2 weeks to fulfill this workout, the full body workout session, 7 times. So there's going to be at least one time I'll be doing this back-to-back. And I already know I can do it back-to-back because I've done it 7 times back-to-back with progressively diminishing ability. Meaning by day 7, I could barely do what I could do on day 1. And I thought it was going to kind of increase because I really wasn't pushing too hard on day 1. So hopefully the goal here is to start low and build up with this full body workout. And then the opposite on the Monday, Wednesday, Friday workout, which is a week. All right, so if this is week 1 and 2, then there's 2 adventure weeks. Week 5. So week 5 is going to be that Monday, Wednesday, Friday testing phase. And then I guess it's going to be 2 more adventure weeks because this is a 7-week cycle. And the cool thing about a 7-week cycle is you get about 7 of them and 3 weeks of vacation, which I've done about a week of vacation last week, towards working out. So you get 7 full cycles in 1 year, which seems pretty good to me. Based upon that one thing I was reading, I think it was a book called Big Beyond Belief or something like that. There was guys doing 8-week cycles and 6-week cycles and 4-week cycles and 12-week cycles and 3-month cycles, and they were saying the cycles kind of changed based upon biorhythms, but the people that were getting the most gains, the most strength, we're not chasing bodybuilder builds, but we're chasing strength a little bit, and I guess hopefully in my case health. I feel pretty healthy, but I always want to maximize that. Chasing, thus adding in like a little walk last night. Like, hey, walk in the special flip flops. Maybe the magical flip flops will, and maybe they will. It just there was a nice bit of pain and discomfort involved in that one. And yes, it got to the point where there was actual pain walking with my feet. I was walking real slow. Anybody that was driving down the street at 3 a.m. was like, that guy's a cripple. And I remember looking across the street. I had to cross the street at one point, and I was like, this is going to take a while. I better make sure that there's no cars in sight. Because running was not available. Not really on the menu. Maybe it would be if there was an adrenaline surge or something like that. But anyway, I digress. Let's go back on the focus. So basically this workout, let's go through what's going to go on today. First cycle is chin up. Well, first thing I'm going to do is do a very minimalist kind of warm-up situation. And then there's chin-ups, incline bench cycle. Then there's the squat, leg extension, leg contraction cycle. Then there is the chest machine, flies, and then there is the pull-downs and flies. Then there is the curls, skull crushers, pull-ups. Then we go right into dips and rocket chair. Kind of fun there. Then we go into inverted sit-ups and planks, back and forth. And we go into calf raises and heel double base downs, which I do all sorts of crazy things around there. I'll probably not do that too hard today because, my feet feel a bit strange. I don't want to push the injury too far, and it doesn't quite feel like, it feels like enough injury where my body's going to really take care of it next couple days. I've also noticed my body does a 2-day cycle. If I do something really heavy, let's say some sort of chest exercise, some sort of bench press or something, and the next day I feel it, but it's the day after, like 48 hours after that next wake-up cycle. So I'll sleep once, one sleep cycle afterwards. I feel it. And then sleep cycle number 2, sometimes it's like I can barely move, and that especially is true with calves. All right, so then it's grips and full leg and knee ups, which is part of what I'm going to be doing as far as the warm-up goes. And then we go into military press and push-ups, push down back, push downs tricep, bent back left and right lifts. Okay, I know what that is. Push down back. Oh yeah, that's all on the machine right there. The push downs back and the push down triceps are just going back and forth on the push downs on the one machine, and then ending with lateral raises and frontal raises. And I think I'm going to probably pencil in right now the 10 pounds needed for that. Those triangles are usually where I pencil in the weight for something. So I'm just going to put 10 pounds. So hopefully 9 evolutions, 13 cycles, 81 sets. And I think it's like, let's see how many exercises. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. 27 exercises. But what's 27 times 3? That's going to be 81. So I could have just divided because there's 3 sets in each of them. So I should have just done it that way. Oh, well. So anyway, that's the rundown, what's going on with me. I kind of like doing this because it gets it out of my head. Don't want to be thinking, did I talk about that? I'm talking about things that I think future me would be interested. Like, hey, why'd you do with that? How are you feeling that time? So feeling pretty good. I'm going to do a bit of the warm-up. How long did that intro take? That was 10 minutes of me talking. That is amazing. All right, so yeah, we'll just keep that there for right now. Not running the AC as hard. Ran it too hard, had a too expensive an electric bill. But the electric bill cut off the day I went on vacation. So when I was on vacation, I turned the AC up and left the house for a few days. So hopefully my next electric bill will not be as bad. Definitely the way it is now. I mean, AC is not running, is it? It's running, yeah, but it's still kind of toasty in here. Huh, strange. It's not running this hard, I guess. I don't know. Whew. 1, 2. Oh, I did try the thing, the weird instinctual breath thing. That's interesting. Or definitely like the exhale on the mouth. Let's try that inhale mouth, exhale nose. Let's see how that goes. It's almost like a yawn in the fact that it resets maybe something inside the body. All right, so I guess I got to do a few of these. All right. Now got the lower half of the body to do. That should have been 7 with and 1, type thing. All right, and then we're gonna do the foot thing. It's weird because here to here, there's some good tension resistance as far as flexibility is concerned, or something. Take that out of my pocket. All right. Nice and loose and good. All right, we'll start this thing. Let's light this rocket. Let's see. Gonna do this hopefully kind of at speed, not too many breath breaks. This is chin ups, and it goes from chin up to incline bench. Okay, I see what I'm doing there. All right. So I'm going back and forth. Might as well set up the incline bench, get that kind of ready to go. Gonna keep it simple, not too much weight, not too many things going on. Might turn it up. Yeah, I will turn it up on this. That's just too little weight right there. Need a slight bit more, but not much. Alright, so basically what I'm going to go for is 1 and 6. 1 chin up, 6 incline benches, and we'll see how that all feels. 3 sets of each. And it's not the painfully slow reps I'm going to be doing on Adventure Day. The painfully slow one is going to be like 30 seconds up, 30 seconds down. That's going to be interesting. But that's for the Adventure Days. Oh. 1, 2. Probably should enter from that side. Oh well. Getting that controlled, good motion. But I'm actually feeling, even with just one, I feel it. Maybe because I'm not as strong as I used to be, I guess. Or maybe I am as strong as I used to be and just never was quite that strong, but certainly feeling it. Alright, so my right arm, as soon as I fully extended the weights to the top of the exercise, I felt a little pinch right there. So I'm going to do that slowly and carefully. No spotter around, so I'm gonna be a little bit careful. That's also reason number 87. I'm not throwing a lot of weight. Write that down. As always, thanking the bench, thanking the weights for doing good things for me. I am gonna move some stuff. Does all this really need to be done like that? There we go. That's more conducive to writing down. The writing desk at the proper height for that. Quick write down my incline bench number. And write down how much I've done per set. Whoa. something changed. All right. All right, this is giving me a little bit of energy, which is hopefully pretty cool. All right, squats are gonna, oh man, that's gonna hurt my feet. I'm gonna do it, it's gonna be pretty light. Actually, I'm not even gonna use the squat machine. I'm just gonna use air squats. Yeah, I've been doing air squats on this thing. Okay. Leg extension, leg contraction. Okay. We'll keep that at what it is. I think the leg contraction is. I don't remember what the weight that is, but the leg extensions. The leg extensions, we'll do that on something simple. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I should bring that in there and get that done. Speaking about getting stuff done. That's the last of the water from Michigan. Now I'm gonna reload this in my sink right now because I know I'm gonna be out here wanting a little bit of fluid. Water's good. Let's go ahead and get this set up. Okay. Okay. All right. That's probably good for both of them, sort of. Oh well. All right. that down. Well, no. Still have this to do. All right. All right. Get this thing going. Chest machine and flags. Fast on that one. inside and write this down. Whew. Yeah. Let's write this down. So I went back and forth. I think what I did there was like 13, 13, 13, 7, 7, 7. So on chest machine, I started out with like 13. And then flies were 13, and there were 13 more flies. Actually, no, let's backtrack that. Then there were 13 more chest machine, and then the flies was 7. 7. Pull downs, 13, 13, 13, 7, 7, 7. So what I did there was kind of stagger it out. The first 3 sets, chronologically order, was pull downs 13, reverse flies 13, pull downs 13, and then I switched out and I did to 7 repetitions of flies, and then 7 repetitions of pull downs, and 7 repetitions of flies, not changing the weight. The same thing happened with the chest machine flies. Chest machine, 13 repetitions, flies, 13 repetitions, chest machine, 13 repetitions, flies, 7 repetitions, and then chest machine, 7 repetitions, flies, 7 repetitions. So that's kind of the way that went down. Also, should write down the leg extensions and squats and all that. That was pretty simple. Squats were 3 each time, and the leg extensions were 6 each time, and leg contractions were 6 each time. And leg contractions, I think that might be 45 pounds. It might be 48 pounds. I'm just gonna write 45 on there. Holy cow. Good, this is not plugged in. That's not plugged in. Oh man. It's gonna not playing video games or watching TV or any of that kind of stuff right now. The internet might go down, but I don't need internet for this or that, so the things I'm using. Oh man. I got flashlights, so if need be, the power goes out, I can finish this workout with flashlights. And then again, I'm not worried about putting myself in the dark, shooting dark videos. Oh man. Alright. So we got curls, skull crushers, and pull-ups. Fun for the whole family. Alright. Gotta put that there. Then afterwards we got dips and a rocket chair. Whew. Yeah, dips and a rocket chair, I'm not looking forward to that. I know I could do more, I feel like, but I'm gonna just take it super easy. I think I'm gonna do like 1 dip and then rocket chair, just bust it out like 6 rocket chair, and then 1 dip and 6 rocket chair, and just gonna go back and forth and just really kind of jackhammer my way through that. The more I do these exercises, the better I get at them. Hopefully, the better my physical health goes, my strength goes, and flexibility goes full way round. Hopefully I'm doing these to full extension, so flexibility is a part of that marker. Oh, yeah, I knew that was gonna happen. But that was only a quick stutter step, so. All right, curls, skull crushers, pull-ups. All right, I know where that's gonna be. Set myself up for that. All right. Get some trusty rusty weights out of here. There we go. Curls, skull crushers, pull-ups. Gonna keep this pretty simple. 6, 6, 1. That's what I'm gonna be doing. I think that was 6. Pull-ups, chin-ups are like this, pull-ups are like this. That's the way I have heard it defined to me. That's the way I'm gonna define it to myself. I always think there's some dirt there, so just kick it near the door. It's just a mark on the tile. It's just the way the tile is. Feels good. Feels like the muscles are waking up. Hopefully the muscles waking up is just enough work to make the muscles a little bit stronger. So soft on the carpet. Ah, soft. Yeah, did I mention my feet were feeling kind of weird? But it's probably a good thing to do. I don't know if I'll ever do 3 miles in those shoes again, but walk a mile in those shoes. The mile wasn't bad. As soon as I got to the 1.5 miles, I noticed, hey, something bad's going on here. My feet are starting to hurt. 2 miles in, I was like, oh, still got to make it all the way back. 3 miles in, I was like, I'm done. Well, I mean, that was the return trip, so yeah. Okay. Why am I hesitating on one chin-up or one pull-up? I should never hesitate on that. I wonder if wolves are scared of thunder. Last set of these. I should put these away right now while they're in hand. Just put them away. All right, that felt fluid and good. Yeah, fluid and good. This is the point where I write down And maybe I take a sip of water. A little sip of water. That's pretty good. Dare I use the words well deserved? I think so. Alright. So curls. Yeah. Not a whole bunch going on there. Skull crushers, which is just a simple tricep exercise. Next we got dips and rocket chair, and then inverted sit-ups and planks. Not a huge fan of that, but I got a fun way to play around with the idea of planks. It is the idea of kind of walking forward, you know? Walking forward, walking back. Or maybe I'll just walk forward and then I'll just deep breathe, and then yeah, that'll be like 3 breaths. That might be the case. And I like how I was that might be the case. Oh goodness. Yeah, I saw a video about Google Assistant or whatever making reservations, and it was creepy as fuck. Very creepy. It was just like, oh, I could be talking to somebody's Google Assistant instead of talking to a human being, and they're ordering all sorts of stuff, and they're setting up, making reservations for haircuts and all sorts of things, and they're using and and kind of broken cadence, sort of rhythmic cadence, but at the same time broken in certain ways. Like it's rhythmic and then it's broken for a little while, and it makes it seem far more humanized. And why is it creepy? Just because thinking all those robocalls, like when the robocalls get that technology, and people aren't going to be able to tell that it's a robot. I think that's already in there. I think somebody figured out that there are certain words that robocalls won't use, and one of the words was something like potato. And the guy says, listen, I will hear your spiel. All you have to do is say the word potato. And it was like a human-sounding woman that was just like, oh, you don't have to say that. Let's not play games here, or something like that. It all seemed like she was just a human woman just playing a game, trying not to say potato. And he was like, I'll listen to everything you have to say as long as you say the word potato. Oh, goodness. Oh, man. All right. Time to get myself together. Take myself apart, put it back together, make myself better. All that kind of fun stuff. All right. What is going on here? I'm resting for a little bit, I'm talking for a little bit, and then it's dips and rocket chair. Dips and rocket chair, come on. How can I not get excited for that? And we're probably on about the second half of this workout. Right here, this is the spot. It's a 2-page workout, according to this thing, and according to the space allotted on these pages. So yeah, dips is on the last part of the first page, and rocket chair is on the first part of the second page. That seems like a halfway point to me. Halfway through this stuff. And if there's somebody besides future me watching this, if I decide to make this public, oh man, you have my blessing. I can't believe you did that. Hopefully you're doing it in double or triple time, or if 5 times is available, you're doing it on 5 times. Yeah, ever since I've been able to go through audiobooks at a higher speed, my life has been better. One of the many things that make my life better. Thank you, technology, and all that kind of good stuff. All right, so let's see if I can get a good shot from here, just right here. Move some shoes out of the way. That seems pretty good right there. Yeah, can't see very much. All right, dips and rocket chair. I think that's good enough for me. The forward dips are weird because I got to be careful about these. But as long as I'm careful about those, the dips are okay. Ooh, that's a special feeling right there. Put weight right on one of the blisters. Well, not right on, not directly on it, but a little bit of an offshoot of it. So could have been worse. Trying to make that dip as dippy as it could be. A little bit of momentum on those. Itchy elbow syndrome right there. In other words, my body wanted to take a break. I don't know about pushing the elbows out wide, but instead of pushing them back, I push back, I touch this, it gets kind of weird, so I'm gonna push wide. Usually I do my dips straight, and I don't flare my elbows out. But for this exercise, especially if it's one, and it's only one, I'm gonna experiment with that flared out. It seems a bit more difficult to flare out a bit. Or maybe I'm just not used to it. All right. All right, that was the last set, even though they're sets of one, of dips. But I tell you, I am feeling it. Maybe that's just a mark of me being a weak human being. And it probably is. But I'm happy to get it done. That's the most important thing. Even if I get a couple of these cycles done pretty weak, there's going to be moments of strength, and there's going to be moments of true challenge. And I got a feeling that even if I go light on myself, I'm going to still find my edges, and those edges are going to expand, and I am going to get stronger. So at this point, I'm not going to rip on myself for going too light. As long as I'm knocking it out, getting it done. Speaking about getting it done. Here's another possibility. Cardiovascular health. Maybe my cardio is just terrible and my strength is there. But because my cardio, my body just doesn't want to, apply that extra effort to, hey, you can do more weight. That kind of situation. Something to think about. And I'm after total body health and longevity, increased health span. So maybe if it's going to be a long time, let it be a gentle long time. Nothing too extreme here. Do the writing. I love that it's like an infinite notebook. Now each cycle has its own notebook. This is the beginning of cycle 3, the 7-week cycle. I think what's going to happen is 7 of these exercises, I got 2 weeks to do it, so I'll do it in 2 weeks. And that also gives me a flub factor if I have something going on that takes 2 days. Let's say there's a friend that wants me to drive to Orlando with them and stay up there. Then that's going to be 2 days, and it's too easy to have an excuse not to do the workout. So with this system, I can pile it up as long as I know it ahead of time and have those 2 days free from workout. Probably not the best thing in the world, but far from the worst. And less time not really, I don't really edit these videos, but it does take a little while to put it on the internet and all that kind of stuff. So less time towards that. Yeah, this is going in the dirty clothes bin. Oh. Sweet mama. Inverted sit-ups and planks. Why do I hate inverted sit-ups? The getting up there is part of it. Oh, man. But I wrote it down. I'm going to do it. The only way to get used to it is to get used to it, you know. The planks ain't bad. The planks I don't mind. I love the fact that I don't have to put on and off the inverted sit-up things more than once, so I only have to put them on once. Yeah, that seems good. Okay. So I don't even know why. I haven't heard this song in years, but I was thinking about the Van Halen song Right Now. And that made me think about how Sammy Hagar described that song in his book Red. Kind of an autobiography of Sammy Hagar, by Sammy Hagar. And it might have been by somebody else. I think it was co-written. I think he had a ghostwriter and a tape recorder. I don't know. Doesn't matter, but what it does matter is just the thought of he was feeling bad shooting the video. He had 104-degree fever, and the cameraman was following him around, and he was just pissed off, and he kind of hated the idea of shooting the video that way. He didn't understand the concept, but once the video came out, he was like, wow, I like that. I got it. I didn't get it until I saw it, and then I got it. That was one of those things. Hopefully, this is one of those things. Me doing the inverted sit-ups, and then hopefully the gut will be gone, and part of the reason will be inverted sit-ups. I mean, the biggest reason is probably going to be switching out the intermittent fasting to instead of 20 hours or 16 hours, it's at least 24 hours, minimum 24 hours, because I'm skipping every other day. And everything I've read basically says that's pretty healthy. That seems like it's like the hardest thing about it is the willpower portion, and that gets taken care of by just habituation and good habits. And the funny thing is, I go over to my dad's house and I usually just raid the refrigerator first thing, but there have been a couple off days. I've only been doing this. I mean, this is day 6 of the every other day, so I've only had 3 days of no food. And one of those days was my sister's birthday, and there was cake and ice cream, or the day after my sister's birthday. There was cake and ice cream the day after because she didn't want to do it on her actual birthday. And I was just like, nope. So my sister made a suggestion, like, hey, well, I'll cut out a piece for you later. And yeah, that was a great idea. So I cut out the piece, and I wrapped it up in plastic cellophane and put it in the refrigerator. And sure enough, when the time came around, I was like, oh, I can eat now. I was walking, and I took a curb and went into my dad's house and opened the refrigerator and got that cake and got some ice cream. It got entirely too much complex carbohydrates, way too much sugar. But from what I hear, intermittent fasting, especially the more extreme versions of intermittent fasting, really, really kind of take care of the bad stuff. It's like you can eat bad but still be healthy as long as you aren't doing some sort of ridiculous, like eating once every 2 days or once every 3 days. Once every other day, well, not necessarily once. Yeah, for a little while I was the 1 meal a day, doing a 20-hour fast, but my 20-hour fast, my one meal became a 4-hour effort. I'll just have food next to me for 4 hours and just keep munching on it, which is probably a habituation back to the days where I used to eat like that. I just used to play video games and have food just around me, like, oh, if I pour cereal into a cup, I can just drink it. Like, what? Having a coffee cup of cereal, a coffee cup of peanuts, coffee cup of crushed potato chips. Yeah, that's healthy. I didn't do that too often. Bags of granola, just all sorts of stuff like that. But enough talking about food and eating, because I'm probably going to eat maybe after this workout. I don't know. There's a couple things I should do. The first thing is a nice crisp and cold shower. That's going to feel quite refreshing. Then maybe some breathing exercises. Maybe I'll be ready for some food then. Oh, you know what I'll do? I'll do a short cold shower, and then I'll do some food, and then I'll do a longer cold shower. I don't want my showers to go more than 10 minutes. Yeah, this weekend I had my septic tank drained, and that's $289. It didn't necessarily need to be drained either. That was the weird thing, but I'm still going to go ahead and pay it and all that kind of stuff. And I think some work needs to be done on the drain field, so hopefully I know, in theory I could do that myself if I knew what I was doing, so maybe there's some research on there, or I'll just wait a month or two, and hopefully I'll be back to working and have all my P's and Q's sorted out, and once I have that steady income, figure out somebody to do that, and then pay them to do it properly. A bigger, nicer drain field. Although I've heard people talk about drain fields in the thousands of dollars. So, yeah, well, the research is going to figure it out. And then again, I've met people who've said, yeah, I could do a simple extension to a drain field. That'll just lead to another part of the property, and that's simple. That's $200. And it's like, yeah, that'll cure all your problems. Should have kept that guy's number. Did not. Oh. Matter of fact, I think that dude did not have a phone number. I don't like cell phones. One of those folks. Not too many folks like that left around. All right. time to do this. Alright, make sure it's on there. Oh. Man, these are not like the other shorts. That's why I use the other shorts. I was only going to do one, but since I'm up here. Yeah, alright, so I got to switch back to the normal workout shorts. They don't flop up and not. Thank goodness it was this way. Had I been facing, yeah, that would have been a totally other scene. Alright. Whew. Flopping around. Okay. Yeah, I gotta watch this video before I make this public. Whew. If it shows my ass, I don't really care, but I don't think it's a good idea to have other things flopping about. Alright, so yeah, I'm going to take these off. I'm not going to do that again. I guess it's good I did one set of 3 instead of 3 sets of 1. Now, as far as the planks go, I'm thinking about using these. Not sure if that's a good idea or not. Put them down here just in case. But I'm going to try it without. We're going to do 3 sets of 3 breaths. Towards it. Alright, I should not have that on there. Wow, that's a lot of dust. Alright. It's not much of a plank, but we'll do another one just because it's not huge. Well, I like the walkout portion of that, though. And 3 deep breaths while in plank. Turn my hand sideways for this one. Get up. One more. With 3 breaths on it. This one, yeah, knew that was going to happen. Put my hands kind of closer together for this one. I feel like I need the smell of incense or something right about now. Alright, I think this area's done. So I can shut the light off here. Light some incense and review. This is only 1 hour and 7 minutes. It feels like 1 hour and 7 minutes. Slip the lid off your page. those moments you sit down, your eyes go unfocused, you're just like, ah. All right. Somehow, when that rolled on that, it somehow switched it to green pencil. Okay, or green pen. And I noticed that and switched it back. That was kind of funny. All right. The planks, those are 3 breaths each. I also kind of drawn the hand positions on here to not elevate, to kind of explain a little bit to myself what's going on. All right, now we got calf raises and heel double base. Then we got grips, and oh my goodness, we got all sorts of fun coming up. Do we have anything where I have to move? No. All right, this is one last move of scenery, and yeah, we're about. Yeah, that's definitely gonna throw that in the hamper, and these shorts in the hamper. First thing before that shower. Oh man. Can you tell I've been on vacation for a week? All right, so the first thing we do here is that. I'm going to do the double bounce on both sides, on the bottom of the extension and on the top of the extension. See how that feels. And I'm just going to straight up do double base here. I'm going to do a set of 100. Oh, wait, what was it? It was heel down, toes up, so. Feels so weird. All right, 50 felt about right there. Feeling it in the opposite of my calf muscle, the top of my shin. So that's an interesting spot to feel it. And I think it's about, that's the right way to feel it, you know. Another set of calf raises. Feeling bad on the blisters. All right, no bounces. Just going to do a set of 20. Even the normal, they feel a bit weird because I am hitting some of the spots on my foot where those damn flip-flops tore it up. Whew. started to feel it, so that was 50. The count probably won't be accurate with the sound because sometimes both feet were hitting the tiles at the same time. And what's going on there is I'm just sitting, putting my hand on my knee, doing approximately a 90-degree angle, and then just doing that and that side. So it's just like, but while sitting down. I guess the next set I'll probably do just right here, standing up, see how that feels. Feels a bit different. I like it better sitting down, tell you the truth. All right. Now I'm going to try that experiment, just kind of lean into it, lean on the machine. That seemed about 50. Could be totally off on that. A little bit lackadaisical right now, but that's all right. It's good to be in this kind of state every now and then. Like my legs are starting to feel a little bit hollow. Don't know what that is. I've had that feeling before playing racquetball and stuff, and in a good way. Like you feel light. I'm not feeling light at this time though. Like floaty. And definitely not high because it's not necessarily a good feeling, but all right, so writing, appropriate writing. I love this thing because it sometimes screws up based upon how I put my hand down on it and all this stuff, but not too often. I'm getting a little bit smarter. I'm adjusting to the machine, and I would love to believe that the machine's adjusting to me, but that's just not happening. The program is not rewriting itself for my mistakes. All right, next is grips, and then full leg and knee ups. Okay. Before I filled it up, that last bit of water did taste a little weird. Not because it was Michigan water or anything, but because it'd been sitting after me drinking it, so maybe some of my bacteria was growing in it, and you know, grew into something foul. And I went ahead and drank that. That would explain the current sniffles I have now, if that's a possibility. That would explain the 2 sneezes from before. But feeling pretty good. Other than that, the light feeling, the hollow feeling in my legs just kind of diminished. As soon as I sat down, it kind of... All right. Not looking forward to the rest of this, tell you the truth, but it's not that bad. Oh, there is one more stint in the garage. That's not bad. I like those. All right, so grips, full leg and knee ups. Let's do this. Damn, this is a long video. All right, maybe it's a good reason I'm doing this every 2 days, basically. All right. And I noticed that, like, if doing this 2 days, when I was doing this every day, there would be times where I just walk by, like, you know, sometimes you just walk by your weights. They're here, so you just kind of, oh, okay, you do a few of these, you know. You just kind of do it till you feel it. You don't really throw a count on there, you know. You don't count it as something. I got 3 spots where I can do chin-ups, 4 spots in my house where I can do chin-ups, which is remarkable. And on those, when I'm doing something like this every day, I'm just not hitting those spots. So I think the every other day, as long as I remind myself, hey, it's only every other day, so you can afford to kind of do those extra things. Told you you'd recognize these. Last set. All right. Put these back. Write it down. That was 30, and then there was 3. All right. Next there is military press, and then push-up. Okay, so that's kind of fun. So this is a fun thing to do. Put that chair here. Put this back a little bit further. Yeah, I can see what needs to be seen. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and do those military presses. I'm only gonna do like a set of 3, and then do push-ups. So not much in the way of the push-ups. I'm not gonna go crazy with that either. Those are actually easier to set down than these for some strange reason. I gotta be real careful because it's metal on metal, and this is kind of like plastic, so it seems like it doesn't hit as hard when I put it down on the tile. In other words, I didn't get such a jarring sound when I put it down on the tile. All right, let's get those push-ups pretty good. That's a good spot. Yeah, that feels about right. Not doing a huge amount of push-ups there. Not going crazy. Not trying to do 50. Just trying to do small numbers right now. get it done, but still feel it. And yeah, even 6, I still feel it, which is pretty sad. At least it's not 1. But then it just means I have more time to progress. It's a gentle progression towards a healthy lifespan or health span. I gotta look up to see if shoulder press and military press are 2 different things. I think one is the shoulders, the weights, dumbbells are facing out like I did, and the other one they're facing kind of like this. I guess my next set, I'm gonna try them facing just from this instead of like this. So we'll see how that feels. And just doing that twist, felt my elbow click. That was interesting. Not in a bad way. Like popping a knuckle, but popping a knuckle in my elbow, which I don't recall happens too much. It does happen in my shoulders a bit though, especially when waking up. And also the first air squat I do of the day. It's that snap, crackle, and pop. They live in that first air squat. That's why it's good to get it out of the way early on. And that's also another reason why I'm doing this every other day, because I do random air squats, you know. Sometimes I'll have stuff on the floor just so I can pick it up doing an air squat. And it's really good to go over to my dad's house and talk to the cats and go down that way. So animals are always a good excuse to get down nice and low and get to their eye level. Although even when I do an air squat, I'm still above the eye level of the cats. But yeah, I like to think they appreciated that. When I get down in that position, not too many human beings get down in that position to try to get on their level. Hopefully they appreciate that. But not just doing it for them. You know. It does a little bit of good for me too. All right. Let's do some push-ups. The push-up bars are feeling good. Felt nice and proper. I guess that's the best word for it right there. All right, this set, I think I said I'm gonna do it a little bit differently. So here's the difference on this one, like this. That seems a lot easier. Weird. Don't know if I like that. It doesn't seem like it hits as hard. Yeah, down. Yeah, I'm gonna just keep doing it the other way. I'm gonna experiment with that, but yeah, that's not gonna be a normal thing in my repertoire. Just feels a lot easier. If I'm in a situation where I am not lifting to lift, I'm lifting to actually lift something out of the way or pick something up, then I'll definitely note that turning my hands a little bit like this makes it a lot easier. Wow, that was an interesting physiological observation. All right, last one of these. I apologize for all the dead time if there's somebody other than future me watching. And I apologize to future me. Future me, I'm sorry I take so long on this. If nothing else, I'm going to make this one nice and slow and controlled. Not too slow, but you know. All right, I'm gonna put these away. Oh, my feet still feel weird, but they feel a bit better. They do feel a bit better. Probably because the rest of my body's kind of hurting a little bit. hurting is not the right word. I'm not going to use that word. It's a little bit the opposite of rested. Tired. Not tired. It's challenged. No, not challenged. It's feeling a bit worked out. Call it exactly what it is. It's feeling worked out. All right. Okay. Doesn't seem like I'm doing a lot, but I'm certainly feeling a lot. So let's keep it going. Let's keep this train going all night long. Three more cycles. 5 more exercises out of the 27 exercises. We can do this. You and I, together. We'll get this done. You ready? Thank you. Now I'm just getting the weird point where I'm just talking to hear noise. Social noises. How are you doing? Oh. That rain was hard and fast, like a horny teenager. Alright, that was 2 cycles. In essence, what I was doing there was putting this thing helps the back. That, doing a set of those 7, and then doing a set of these 6 repetitions. Last cycle, or not last cycle, but last 2 sets, right here. Let's do this. All right. I probably should watch my counts on that. I don't know if I counted correctly, but I'm definitely feeling it. I feel like I could fall over and go to sleep right now. But you gotta keep going because, come on. Come on. Oh, shoot. One more exercise I need to do in there. Yeah, one more exercise for here. Gonna make it like 3 sets of 3. Last set coming up. Got a strange feeling in my chest, but it's kind of good though. All right, let's write those down. Then we'll hit up the last thing, just frontal and lateral raises. Got a nice little weight for that. All right. Hour 36 minutes. Fudge. That's exactly what I'm going to eat after this fudge. No, I don't really have any fudge, so I'm not going to eat fudge. But I do have 1/4 of a salted chocolate chip cookie. And that 1/4, that's going to be a gone chocolate chip cookie. Salted caramel and way too much salt on it. Then again, I'm not a big fan of salt. I've never seen the need to put salt on anything. Pepper, oh, I'm a pepper fiend. Salt, not so much. Whew, here we go. 3 sets of 3. Yeah, I was trying an interesting breathing pattern on there. Breathing in while you're doing the difficult part. Let's say this is the difficult part and this is the easy part. So it'd just be like, it's weird. Don't usually do that, but experiments with breath. Try to keep my arms kind of straight. I know they didn't say fully straight there because I was using lightweight. It's easier to keep arms straight, but I think right up here I started bending my arms. So for heavyweight, I don't mind bending the arms a bit, but lightweight, should really get rid of the lightweight and light repetitions. You know, it's only three sets, so there's a part of me that's proud of this workout. There's a part of me that is disappointed because I'd like to think I'm a lot stronger than this. So yeah, wake up call. But that's okay. It's just I'm gonna choose between those two feelings. I'm gonna choose to be proud and good and really feel it and take it in. I did it. 9 evolutions, 13 cycles, 27 exercises, 81 sets. Who knows how many repetitions? Yeah, well, 81 minus 2 because the inverted sit-ups So that's 79 sets. So. All right. So this is the point I would talk about all sorts of things while I write the word exercises. And I'm not going to talk about all certain sorts of things. I'm just going to exist right now and feel good. I'm going to shut this off. Leave that right there for now. Not even going to charge it up. Just going to feel good. I'm going to test time-wise. So mark time wherever this is. You know, time. Well, not right quite yet. I'll explain what I'm going to do. I'm going to do 31 breaths. And I'm going to do those breaths through my nose. Yeah, exclusively through my nose. And on the inhale, I'm going to count 1, 2, 3. So it'd be like 1, 2, 3, 1. You know, breath number 1. So maybe a pause, maybe not. I don't know. And that 1, 2, 3 might be kind of long, but it's going to be the minimum that's going to be the minimum on there. And then I'm going to hold empty for however long. I'm not even going to look at it, but I'm just going to sit here and not really move too much, just kind of feel it. And I'm going to count how long that is. So here's the spot. Time. All right, so when I did the timeout or the thumbs up or whatever I did there, that's when I was going to hold my breath empty. And then when I finally did that or whatever, after holding my breath empty, that's when I breathed in again. And I counted the breath hold from the breathing in again for about 20 seconds at least, I hope. So a little bit of breath exercise to end this thing off. I like the minimum warm-up that I did. The minimum warm-up feels right because I was doing such an extended warm-up. I was like, I don't want to eat up the workout time on the video because the warm up was getting kind of extensive. The warm up was becoming a workout. So, I mean, just enough. The literal term is warm up. So feel like some blood flow is going, and generally those 7 exercises do it. So that's going to be probably part of the thing. The warm up's going to be kind of smaller. So good stuff. Feeling good, good stuff. And I'm going to shut it off now. Not really much more to say except an example of a breath exercise. Kind of close to the Wim Hof method. I mean, I love how simple his method is, and basically what I did there, times 3. 3 sets of that. That would be 1 set. But I feel like if you are interested in that, you meaning not future me, but anybody else that's listening to it, don't take it from me, take it from him. Do the investigation on him, that guy Wim Hof, and go that route, because that's certainly some good breathing exercises worth exploring. I got my own variations, but I've never I hold no world's records in defeating cold or defeating heat. I've never run a marathon in the desert. I've never swam 200 yards in freezing, under the ice, in the water under the ice. Just haven't done that. Not saying that I won't, but I am saying that I probably won't. You never know. If somebody gives me, I don't know why anybody would do this, but if somebody said, "Hey, here's $2 million. You got 6 months to train, and you got to at least attempt this," you got to make a good attempt for it to get $2 million. You don't have to actually do it. You just have to put a really good, a capital T on the word try there. Capital R, capital Y, capital all the way. Give your best effort and some really good training towards it. And if somebody said swim 200 yards underneath freezing water, I'd give it a shot. $2 million, whether I got through it or not. Hopefully, the freezing water thing would be kind of scary because there's ice above your head. So I'd probably have to do it in like a 200-yard trench. And it would just be like, there would be no ice above my head. I could see ice on the other side when I go under the water, but, at any time I could pull up and be like, not dead. That would be the important thing. I'm not partial to, I still have some, I guess everybody has fear, whether they know it or not, of drowning. It's not till you've done drowning simulations that you really develop a fear for it, though. God. You ever go into something like, I know this is going to be terrible, and I know this is going to be a bad idea, and you kind of laugh about it? Oh. Thank goodness that's no longer me. Oh. All right, so good working out. It's got it done. Choose to feel good that you got through it, or you put a capital T on the word try. Later it shall be.